let's talk about some characters that we would love to see Funko make sometime in the future. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We had an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hella walls, we hunt together. Yes.
Alright, Heather, let's talk about some characters we would like to see in Funko Pop form that we haven't seen yet.
All right!
I'm excited because this is something that I think about all the time. And some of these characters that we bring up and talk about might be characters that you would like to see in Funko Pop form as well. We're going to talk about a lot of characters we'd like to see made in the future, but there's one very iconic piece that has not been made by Funko yet, and I am shocked. So wait to find out what that is at the end of this video. Most recently, I was hoping we would get something new in Robocop form, and we got a Robocop soda. But that doesn't actually quench my thirst for the Robocop series. The Robocop series is amazing, and there's a lot of really great characters. But one Robocop character I would love to see in Funko Pop form is Robocop 2. Robocop 2 is basically a drug dealer murderer guy that they basically take his brain and put it into a big hulking mech machine.
One of my favorite shows of all time is Schitt's Creek. We have the four main characters and a couple different variants of the four main characters, but we're missing Stevie, who plays a huge role.
Yes.
We're missing Patrick, who plays a huge role. We're missing Ted, who is Alexis's boyfriend. We're missing Jocelyn and Roland. Roland shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that they could make for this particular line. I think there's so much love out there for Schitt's Creek that they could do a line of like more characters and be successful. Okay, so since I started off with Robocop 2, I want Ed 209 from the Robocop series, which he's like a big tank looking thing. This thing has been made all different sorts of ways, but having it in Funko Pop form as a 6-inch would be amazing.
I want to see Spice Girls.
Oh my God, no.
Yes!
I'm surprised they haven't made them yet.
So am I! We have Backstreet Boys and we have NSYNC. What is stopping them from making Spice Girls?
Wouldn't they make them in like the longer box and all the characters in there? I mean, that would make sense, right?
5-pack.
And then I'm like picturing in my head that it would be an exclusive somehow to, you know, the UK. So it would have a UK sort of like flag sticker on it. And it would say like Spice Girls or Spice World, or it would have like 25th anniversary or whatever the anniversary would be.
Like 500. Spice Girls are old.
Right, but I'm just like picturing that's what it would look like. And like the box art would have some like UK stuff in it. The background would be the UK flag where they're all standing in front of it. I just feel like that's how they would make that.
Yeah, that would be super duper cool. I wanted to say spice up your life.
I don't think they're going to say Heather.
I don't think they are either, but I would like it to say that.
Why?
I don't know. Spice Girls never said it. They said spice up your life, but not spice up your life.
Okay.
But we've waited long enough that we deserve the
All right. The Destroyer from the very first Thor film is something I've been asking for a very long time. Probably at least for the last 4 years. We've gotten in Wacky Wobbler form, but not Funko Pop form. And most recently, the What If series dropped on Disney Plus, and the Destroyer actually showed up in one of the episodes, which made me think we're getting closer to getting a Destroyer.
Yeah, but then they put out the What If Pops, and you got Captain Carter.
Exactly. They made a ton of Captain Carter. They made a ton of Killmonger. They made like every other character, but the Destroyer. And I know the Destroyer wasn't in it very long, but we never got him in Funko Pop form, so this would have been the perfect time. But I guess we're still waiting. It probably won't ever happen at this point.
Funko let you down.
Big time.
I want to see a Dexter Morgan Funko Pop.
That's something I thought for sure we would get with the new Dexter series that came on, New Blood, that came on Showtime, but we didn't get any.
Not yet. I don't know if they're in the works, but I sort of feel like it's too little too late. A couple years ago, I actually made a custom. Now, I'm not a custom maker by any means. Chris and I entered a contest in one of our local Funko Pop groups, and I made one. This is what my Dexter would look like.
Oh, he looks amazing.
You're acting like you've never seen him before.
I'm telling you what the audience is saying right now as they're seeing it. No, it looks great. I always thought you did a really brilliant job on this thing. I feel like this looks like a Funko Pop Funko would actually make.
Minus the actual fabric apron and like real trash bag.
Yeah, exactly. But molded, I mean. Like, I
Yeah.
can see it being molded.
I would really love to see a Dexter Morgan and maybe even a moment where he has somebody on the table wrapped in saran wrap. I don't think that would actually happen, but that would be cool too.
Critters. I really want Critters Funko Pops. Critters is actually one of the better, like, little creature movies that came out in the 80s. So this critter was made by Monstars a couple years back, and I was able to grab one on eBay. I love this thing, but as you can tell, it's not a Funko Pop, and his sizing is actually a little bit off.
I don't know if he would be as cool as this hairy guy that you have, but
I know, the hair is actually a really awesome part to this thing. I like that he has fur all over him.
one of my favorite movies of all time is Mean Girls, and that set only has 4 Funko Pops. We're missing Damien and Janice. We're missing all the girls in their Santa Claus outfits. We're missing the cool mom. We're missing so many. But the number one that I want to see from that set is Regina George when she has her tank top cut and her purple bra is showing.
That is very specific.
They're trying to like sabotage the mean girl, so they cut where her nipples would be off her shirt, and she walks around school with her boobs out, sort of, her bra hanging out.
All right.
And it turns out that it doesn't embarrass her or anything. It becomes a new fashion thing, so all the other girls start walking around with holes in their boobs.
Interesting. Okay, great.
Yeah, so you see all these girls with like their bras sort of sticking out of their shirt.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Heather, and this is what you want in Funko Pop form.
I think it would be funny.
I want Robocop 2, and you want a girl with her part of her shirt ripped so you see a bra. Great.
Yes.
So Terminator. We haven't gotten anything from Terminator 1 or Terminator 2, which is the best film of all time. I don't know if you knew that. Battle Damage Terminator, regular Terminator, Terminator with a shotgun, T-1000, John Connor. There are so many cool things that they can make for this line. They need to get on this pronto. How about T-1000 with his blade arms? Come on. There's so much. How about T-1000 with a hole in his head? How is Funko not doing this?
So I see your Terminator and I raise you superstar.
What the fuck?
Yes, I want to see a Molly Shannon as Mary Catherine Gallagher in the movie Superstar. She could be doing her, I get really nervous and I like to put my hands under my armpits and smell them like this. She could be doing that. She could be making out with the tree. She could be just doing her superstar thing. Oh, it would be so great.
It's so weird.
Love that movie.
We talked about the best film ever made, which is Terminator 2, and then we talked about the worst film ever made, which is Superstar.
You are a big liar.
No, I'm not. It's horrible. That movie's horrible.
It's such a good movie.
I hate it. So the original Dawn of the Dead came out in 1978, and it is one of the greatest horror films ever made. Why hasn't Funko made any Funko Pops for Dawn of the Dead? I still cannot understand that. Terminator 2, Dawn of the Dead, why not? We need Flyboy. And it would be great for possible cons. If that actor is around at cons and stuff, he could sign them. Is he alive? Oh my God, he's still alive. Flyboy's still alive. That's awesome. So if you went to a con and he's there, you would have a Funko Pop for him to sign. That's amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow your All Right zombie movie with Son-in-Law.
Oh my God, what is going on here?
I love Son-in-Law. I would love to see Pauly Shore as Crawl.
How have we not gotten a Pauly Shore in Funko Pop form yet?
I don't know, but I
that's
love
shocking.
Pauly Shore. He's such a crazy cool guy.
Terminator 2, Dawn of the Dead, Robocop, Heather, Son-in-Law. So I've talked about this time and time again. Gwar is one of my favorite bands of all time, and in fact, it was an inspiration for my very own toy, Ghastly from Mischief Toys. I would love to see Funko Pops of Gwar, and this actually is a Funko Pop that I created myself. It's a custom. When Heather entered her Funko Pop Dexter, I created this Gwar Funko Pop and entered it as well. And this is Balzac, The Jaws of Death. I would love to see this in Funko Pop form someday, and Odorous and all of the other guys. It would be amazing.
Chris, his name is literally made after testicles.
I know, it's amazing, right?
Hey, Funko, you're gonna create this guy, but here's the catch. He's scrotum!
But listen, they made a lot of crazier Funko Pops, Heather.
They did, I know. We need a pop from one of my favorite movies of all time ever. I know I've talked about a lot of my favorite movies and TV shows, but this one is like a classic. I can watch it at any point in time and just love it.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to hear this after your list that you've given
you
us.
like this movie. You like this movie.
I do?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Yes. Funko has actually made some Pops from this movie. They've made Evan. They've made Seth. They've made McLovin.
Yeah.
But they have not made Miroki from Superbad.
Oh my God. That is
Yes.
so obscure.
I know, but I love it so much, and they would be doing a disservice to not make him. He plays such a small role, but it's one of the funniest scenes in that movie of all time. It's when they're in the home ec class, and Seth is doing, like, his dirty, like, mixing up his stuff, but he's, like, doing, like...
Yeah. He's doing a lot of goofy stuff,
with the eggs.
Yeah.
And he's drinking.
I don't know. Whoa. Easy with the hands.
Okay.
All right.
Evan and Miroki, they're like, Evan paints with flour, like these
Yes.
little cat whiskers on Miroki,
Right.
and Miroki goes, that's the best.
That's
the
what you want.
Miroki I want to see.
I want Terminator, and you want Miroki dressed as or looks like a cat because he was in home ec class.
Yes.
Okay, so the iconic piece that I talked about at the very beginning of this video that has not been made by Funko yet, and I'm
Is
completely
Miroki.
No, and I'm completely shocked, is the Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. The flying DeLorean. I am shocked they haven't made it yet. They've only made the regular DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 1. We did not get Back to the Future 2 DeLorean, and we didn't get the Back to the Future 3 DeLorean, the one that looks like it goes on like a train track. Why we haven't gotten these, I don't know, because there are a ton of Back to the Future fans out there, and on top of that, Back to the Future has been spitting out Funko Pops left and right lately.
And last but not least, they need to make Gastlecast Funko Pops.
Yeah, why not? We should have Gastlecast Funko Pops. Wouldn't you like to see a Heather and a Chris? Come on.
Chris would obviously be holding a little Carnage, and I would be holding a Snowman Captain America. You would come with an accessory. You know how they have poppin' buddies?
Yeah.
Your buddy would be a trash can.
Ah, that's right. I would be pointing and saying trash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have Carnage in one hand, trash, and trash.
A trash can. That's amazing. I love that
Yeah.
idea. So what do you guys think about our ideas for future Funko Pops?
And what would you like to see in the future? Also, what do you think Chris or I would have if we were actually Funko Pops? Let us know all of that and more in the comment section down below.
Guys, don't forget, head over to $7bucksapop.com on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. That's when they do the really big pop drops, and you can pick up a really cool grail over there. Also, while you're at $7 a pop, you can go ahead and buy yourself some Pop Shield Armors. They're the best hard protectors on the market for your Funko Pops. Head over to $7bucksapop.com. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to S. Baby Priggs, J.R. Garcia, Steven Sklansky, George Blanchard, Andy Jensen, Nathan Sparks, Headless Ned Stark, Ronnie Saunders, Migo, and Simon Holden. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons from Patreon. You guys rock. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we are together. Yes, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.